Did you realize that there is a way where you and I can help stop somebody from being mean to somebody else? Have you ever thought about that? What is a way we can do that before the other person acts on their meanness and on their jealousy or covetousness or malice? Did you realize that there is a way to do that? So Jesus is telling the Pharisees a parable in Matthew chapter 21 toward the end. And here the Pharisees in verse 45, now when the chief priests and Pharisees heard this parable, they perceived that he was speaking of them. And so they really wanted to do something mean. They wanted to do something evil toward Jesus, but they couldn't. And it's just like, well, the hand of God protected him. Well, in some cases, but right here, it wasn't the hand of God that protected Jesus. It was the people that protected Jesus. And it wasn't just the fact that they had to defend him and stand up for him, but it was because they had admired him and listened to him and they thought of him as a prophet. And that's exactly what verse 46 says. But when they sought to lay hands on him, so the chief priests and the Pharisees wanted to lay hands on Jesus. They wanted to do harm to him is what that means. It says, but they feared the multitudes because the multitudes looked at Jesus as a prophet. And so right there, not that I'm saying that you got to look at somebody else as a prophet, but when we honor other people, when we will be a person of honor to somebody else and others see us being honoring toward others, then it prevents them from acting toward covetousness, jealousy, malice, laying hands on, wanting to cause destruction in that person's life. So I want to encourage you today. I want to encourage you to be more vocal about encouraging others and speaking nicely of people so that it prevents the enemy from coming in and causing destruction and harm in their lives. So who is it today? Who is it that you can think of? And maybe each day this week, and I know we're in a holiday week, but each day this week, who could you actually, if you're going to a Bible study, you're out at, a restaurant eating, or maybe you're just checking out with your groceries, getting ready to prepare for the holidays. Where is it that you could actually speak something nicely to somebody else? And then you never realize how when other people's, oh, wow, okay, so, you're not treating them like crap. And so then they don't treat them like crap. Anyway, just wanted to encourage you today with that where can you be a person of honor that acknowledges somebody else and it will prevent others from treating them so poorly.